Hey everyone, it's Justin, and I have not vlogged in a very long time. And I have many explanations for that. One being, I love filming. I absolutely do not like editing. I've just kind of lost motivation. So I apologize if you were wanting to watch more videos, but this next coming year I will be filming more as my fiance Melissa moves with me up to Chicago. We'll be filming a lot of our life together so that people in both California and Illinois can keep up to date with what me and Melissa are up to. So here I am, I was walking on campus and I had extra time and I was like, man, I'm leaving this place in 2 weeks and I don't know when the next time I'll be walking on campus is. So I just decided, hey, why not take a trip down memory lane and talk about some places here at the University of Illinois that has had a lot of impact on me. So once upon a time, my freshman year, I was part of the Philippine Student Association and we were doing a scavenger hunt. And I believe one of the challenges was to knock on the door, do a ding dong ditch at a sorority house.
And it was this house where I showed up to the doorstep by myself. And even before I rung the bell, sorority girls were like, you can't be here, you need to leave. Quite the memory. I was kind of scared of sorority girls after that.
So something to note about our campus is that it's always under construction. Some people say UIUC stands for University of Illinois Under Construction. So I really wanted to take you up the steps to Follinger Hall, but they're working on it. So I remember one time here, it was my sophomore year, I was studying anatomy and physiology, so the lecture is probably 1,000 students. So I would always sit up in the balcony with my Philippine Student Association friends. It was really raining hard that day, and so I'm up in the balcony, lecture's about to start. The water had gotten into my backpack, which affected my computer. And so I bring my laptop up and I start to open it as class begins. I was gonna take notes, and it starts beeping like crazy, like beep, beep, beep. And so the professor down on the stage basically had to call security and they had to check what's going on because they thought it was a bomb threat. So basically I had to leave lecture. That was the only class I ever ditched, by the way. That was my sophomore year. I had to get a new computer because basically the rain had affected my motherboard. And granted, it was like a $300 Dell Inspiron. It was like this thick. This was back in 2012. And I needed a new laptop anyway. It was just like super slow. But yeah, I basically caused the scene. Basically, it was like a false bomb threat back in anatomy and phys. And so Follinger Hall is a very historic place here at the U of I. Home to a very boring lecture for a whole year. I didn't do so hot in that class. I think I got like B-, C+. I had really smart friends. Shout out to Cody Wong. You were really smart, and if it wasn't for you, I don't know if I would have passed anatomy and phys, but Follinger Hall.
So I just have a lot of memories with friends on campus, just, in between classes, especially when it's warm outside, just setting out a picnic blanket or just sitting on this grass, throwing a frisbee, throwing a baseball. It's just a very awesome place to hang out in between classes.
So right there, that statue is Eternal Flame. And so I have a story to tell. So this was my freshman year and it was the night of my first ever college exam. It was a chemistry exam. So basically my exam is like all the way over there, somewhere over there, like way across campus. And basically my dorm is like all the way on the other side of campus. So my exam was at like 7 p.m. and I was freaking out. First ever college exam. Didn't really know what to expect. Chemistry, I hated chemistry. Like anything science related, just not my thing. I don't know why I really majored in kinesiology. Anyways, at the dining hall, I had a bunch of ice cream cones because all you can eat buffet every night. Why wouldn't you eat soft serve ice cream? But I'm basically lactose intolerant. And so I was feeling really gassy and a little bit more. And it was 6:40. So I was like, okay, I'll take the bus to my exam. I'll be on time. But I didn't really know the bus system. This was like a month into moving in my freshman year. Basically, the bus came across the street and I realized I was waiting for the wrong bus. And so it was like already like 6:50, so I just started booking it. I started running across campus, one of those kids who's like running with their backpacks and it just like doesn't look graceful at all. So that was me. And so I'm running. I'm making good time. And basically around here near Eternal Flame, there's like a crack on the sidewalk. And so I basically trip and I farted. And I didn't just fart, but I sharted. So granted, keep in mind, this is my first exam. I'm on my way, and so I had to make a quick call. Do I just go to my exam with poop in my pants, or do I clean myself knowing that I will be late, if anything, there's a world where I miss my exam because I won't be able to get in. So I'm like, screw it, I'm just gonna go to my exam with poop in my pants. So I go into, what's that? It's Burrell Hall over there, and it's this like super steep lecture hall. It's already 7:05, they're already passing out the exams. I'm coming in all sweaty, all the students are looking at me like confused. Why is this guy like sweating? I'm like walking like, I'm walking like this because there's poop in my pants. Basically get the exam, and I fill it out. I rush through it. Praise God, I got like a C on it. I had no idea what I was putting on the test. I was so fixated on the poop in my pants. So I go ahead into the bathroom to clean myself, and there was nothing there. Nothing there.
Hey, pull up your pants. Nobody gonna see your nasty little drum. You nasty.
So Eternal Flame, that statue is known for, if you take a significant other there and kiss under the Eternal Flame, apparently you marry that person. But for me, Eternal Flame symbolizes my first ever college exam where I thought I pooped my pants. And so I gave that story my junior year during a communications class where we gave speeches on funny stories that happened, and it got me an A.
Approximately 10 hours later.
I'm really, really gonna miss this campus. It was here that I went as a freshman, 17 years old in 2011, and had the time of my life. This was the place where I became an adult. This was the place where I realized physical therapy wasn't in my future, but doing full-time ministry with college students was the thing to do for me. This was the place where I became who I am now. And 8 years later, it's really bittersweet to leave this place and be sent back to Chicago to do life up there with Melissa, my fiance, and to start work at the University of Illinois, Chicago. But it's been a blast here. I'm so thankful. I'm very thankful for all the people here at the U of I and in Champaign-Urbana who've made an impact on my life. And I'm excited for what's to come. But I grieve to an end of a chapter of my life here at the U of I. I've lived here for 8 years. It's been a great ride. I have no complaints. I will forever love this town and this university. It's meant the world to me.